Dublin's FM104. It is the Strawberry Alarm Clock, and we can now zoom into. So I don't know where, but it's somewhere magical that Mae Muller is. Everywhere Mae Muller is magical.
Oh, I love that. That was a great intro. Thank you.
It does look magical. I know people can't see that on the radio, but where are you now?
I know. I think it's my screen it's sort of creating, because it won't go any brighter. It's sort of making it look like a sort of darkness around me. But I'm just in my room.
Oh right, I see it now. Yeah.
When you clapped your hands, all the light came on. Are you magic? Have you got magic powers?
I am magic. It's quite good though. My room's a little messy, so it's good that you can't really see anything.
Everything.
It's kind of working out brilliantly for me.
I love the story that a few years ago you were working in retail and now you're this big pop star, and there's so many people working in retail who sing along with the tunes that are being belted out in the places they're working in and dream of what you're doing. How did you go from that to this?
Yeah, so I left college and I always knew that I loved music, but I just had no idea even how to get into it. And it was such a sort of big, unobtainable thing for me. I couldn't even bring myself to even try, which I kind of regret now, but you know, everything happens at the right time. So that's kind of what I believe. So I worked in, it was American Apparel for a year, and then I actually left there, and then I got another job at a pub, and I was there for a year, and then that's when I sort of started doing music. And I got the pub job because it's a bit more, you know, I feel like for me you can kind of have more of a life having a pub job because you can work evenings.
Yeah.
So, you know, I made the decision after leaving retail. I was like, spend your days like working on music, trying to get some studio time, like writing songs, and then at night you can go to work, so you're not, you know, so you have a little bit of money. And then I just kind of did that for like 6 months to a year until I got like a publishing deal, which was, at that point, you know, I couldn't even believe that was happening. So then that was when I could leave my pub job and then do music full time.
Brilliant.
And here we are.
Yeah.
Mae, if it's in music videos or real life as we're talking to you now, you're very famous for your nails. Have you got a superstar person who does your nails for you? Do you do them yourself? How often do you change them?
I do not do them myself. I wish I could. I would save a lot of money. But these nails, I actually got them done in Dublin.
Wow.
By a girl called Leah's Nails. She's amazing. But in London, I've been doing a lot of the press-ons, you know, where you can take them on and off. And my best friend who does my makeup started to do nails as well, Zara. So that's always great.
For our social media, for the camera, can you show us the nails closer to the camera? Just, oh, look at that.
Wow.
Check that out.
It would take
out a bit, but it lasted me very long, and they say my name.
Oh, that's cool.
They would take the eye out of a spider, as we say here in Dublin. And maybe
I
beyond.
love that.
In the video for Better Days, you spend a lot of time on the floor. Was that a night? If the shoot was long, was that nice? Kind of lying down, feet up on the telly. Would you do that at home, Mae?
It was great. My happy place is on the sofa watching telly, so I always felt right at home there. And it was one of those things. Well, while you're doing it, you know, while I was doing it and lying there, I was like, how is this going to look? But you just have to like trust the process. And Tom Dream, who is the director, just like obviously smashed it. And but it was fun. It was kind of like mixing like reality and this like dream world really, really well. And so I had fun. Who doesn't love to lounge around?
Well, when we were playing the song on air, I just kept saying in the video, you're looking for your contact lenses because you were crawling around.
I've dropped a nail. I'm looking for a missing nail.
The first time you heard yourself on the radio, Mae, everybody, no matter how big they get, they never forget that first time they hear their name, they hear the song. Where were you? What was the experience?
I was in the back of a Uber, and it was the first time it was sort of like spontaneous, you know. It wasn't like me like going back onto like the radio show and like hearing it. The first time it was like spontaneous. Yeah, I was in the back of an Uber, and I was sort of on my own, and so it was quite nice because it wasn't like a big moment. It was just like a moment to myself. I can't remember where I was going, but I was just like, oh my God, that's my song. And I'm like, the driver doesn't know, but I know. And like, it was just like a really nice, I kind of was just sat in the back, like beaming, like, this is my song on the radio. And then the even stranger part is when they kind of do a little talk up after, and they're like, that was Mae Muller, and it's just like, oh my god, no, saying my name. So yeah, I feel like it still hasn't really got, it definitely hasn't got old yet. I still catch it on the radio and I'm like, okay.
It's just so risky though. Imagine if the Uber driver turned it off or something. That would be terrible.
I did actually once, it happened where my song came on and I was like, I didn't say it was me or anything, but I was like, oh, could you turn it up please? And he said no.
Oh.
I was like, okay, that's fine. I totally get it. No worries.
Because you can't say that's me. No. People will be wondering, because you mentioned that one of your favourite places to be is on the couch, and we only mentioned the other day about shows that we'd missed and people were sending in suggestions. What is Mae Muller binging, or what have you recently watched that you'd recommend to your fans?
I'm just going to be honest, and I'm re-watching Gossip Girl at the moment because I felt like I was in between shows and I feel like I hadn't really found anything that I really love. And I watched Gossip Girl for the first time while I was doing I remember I was doing my GCSEs. It's probably the reason why I failed most of them, because instead of revising, I was watching Gossip Girl. And it's just like, it's weird because it's like a drama, but it's also like really comforting, and like the looks and like the glamour of it all, and it's just very nostalgic. And so I would just say, if you haven't watched it, you should watch it because it's quite iconic. And if you have watched it, maybe just rewatch it because it's just a hit. You can't go wrong. You cannot go wrong.
It's your happy place.
Yeah, it is. It really is. It's quite embarrassing.
It's quite okay. It's quite okay. Are you coming back to Dublin anytime soon, and where can people see you? And
Yes, I would definitely come back to Dublin. Obviously, I was just there on my tour, and Dublin is usually like where I kick off the tour. So, you guys always give me the best energy, and we just got like a lot more music coming. We're having it's just like very, very exciting, but it's all behind the scenes at the moment, and I'm so bad at being patient and like being low-key and mysterious. I'm like, I want to tell the world everything right now, but just keep an eye out. It's some exciting stuff happening.
Where should we keep an eye? Where's the first place that you're going to reveal stuff? Instagram, or where do you do?
Instagram, TikTok,
Okay.
TikTok's a big thing for you, isn't it? You got a lot of people following you there.
Yeah, it's kind of random because TikTok, I'm kind of into it now. Like, I enjoy it now, but it made me feel like an old lady. I was like, I could scroll for like hours and hours, but I'm like, I don't know what to post. I don't know how to do it. But now I'm just like, if you just let go and enjoy it, it's actually really fun. So yeah, TikTok, I tend to like, I obviously post music stuff on there, and especially when I've got like a song that I'm promoting, it's like go. But in between, I'm just literally like being an idiot on there. So if you want to check that out, then you can.
Do you read comments, or do you just go, yeah, swipe?
I read comments, but I know that's not obviously the best thing, but a lot of the time, especially when Better Days, doing what it did, like you get you get a lot of love, but then with love, you also get like a lot of the hate comments. But I just feel like for me, I know that it's not personal, because like these people don't even know me. So I think as long as you take that stance on like, this is not even about me, this is like them, they're bored, like they're probably like not happy with their own life. So I try and see it as like entertainment, and I do troll back sometimes because I feel like a lot of the time these people like don't think you're going to say anything back. And 9 times out of 10, I agree with that, and I say don't give it any life, like ignore it. But sometimes I'm like, what if I don't want to be the bigger person? What if I want to be a troll as well? And then they're always like, oh my God, I didn't mean it. I'm so sorry.
Yeah, they always backtrack. They don't realise you're real.
Yeah, I'm like, I'm a real human, and you're going to get caught out. So
sometimes you have to sit back and go, what would James Blunt do?
What an icon.
He's so funny on that.
He's so funny. He's my clapback hero. So I'm taking leaves out of his book for sure.
Well, we'll keep an eye on all your socials for the new tunes. Give us your Dublin nails one more time. Hands up for the Dublin nails.
ASMR for you.
How long have they lasted? Speaking of Dublin nails, without anything falling off, are you into like week 2 here?
This is like 3 weeks in,
wow.
and I'm telling you, Leah's Nails, Dublin.
Where is that?
She's the one. She's the one. Look at this. 3 weeks.
That's amazing.
Where's
3 weeks.
Whereabouts is Leah's Nails?
All I know is that she's in Dublin.
Dublin. Okay, well,
Maybe,
we'll find.
maybe she comes to you when you're Mae Muller.
We'll
Maybe,
find her.
You know, she arrives. That's very
No,
cool.
I had a nail emergency in Dublin. She saved me. So yeah.
She's going to be the number one Google search in Dublin after this.
Amen.
Good. She deserves it.
Right, we better play Better Days.
Great to talk to you, Mae Muller, on the Strawberry Alarm Clock on FM104.
Thank you, guys.
Thank
See
you
you
so
soon.
much.